To Gabe or not to Gabe? That is the question. And it always is the question for us when we have one of these primetime games. To Gabe or not to Gabe Davis? Because obviously one of the biggest plus money parlays that I've ever gave out on this channel had to do with the absurd lines. I think two of them this year. We had in the London game and then a couple weeks back when we did a same game parlay with him and Kincaid. When you have Gabe Davis, you have somebody who has the ability to clearly go over 100 yards with 2 catches, or you can see what you saw last week, a big fat donut on the road. Keyword on the road. When I bet Gabe Davis, we've pretty much always been on the right side of his bets. It's been in these home games. He's a great responder. He's a first responder, not the kind that's going to save your life, but the kind that's going to save your bank account after a bad week. And you saw after that opening week where he threw up, like 2 catches or something like that on the road at the Jets, came home, had a big game. We've seen him have multiple big games at home. And listen, I weirdly prefer a guy like this where, okay, maybe I'll lose, but when you do hit, you allow me to hit tenfold. And this is a home game for Gabe Davis after a week where they lost on the road. Primetime Bills, we saw them play at home against the Tampa Bay Bucks a couple weeks back, and they were kind of throwing it all over the field. When you got Josh Allen at home in primetime, he beat Chuckin', and I'm going to once again revolve all my bets, the big ones, because I know you guys are a bunch of pirates here. If the regular guy came back, I always forget to check in with the regular guy. Hey, regular guy, if you're here and you said, hi, I have $135 and I'm a regular guy. I have a Chase Bank card and I have a MacBook Pro and a Los Angeles Lakers jersey. Congratulations. You want your one bet? How about this one? Gabe Davis over like 38.5 receiving yards. I always joke around that his totals are so, it's weird with him. Like, you know, those other guys who have we've bet after down weeks, like the Jalen Waddles and the Devontae Smith, their numbers get kind of low, but by kind of low, like, 50s, low. Gabe Davis gets absurdly low. This is an Allen Lazard total they have on him. 38.5 regular guy. We got to go over on that one. That could be one catch for him. Now, the rest of you, for the Pirates out there, I'll give you the Pirate parlays, but I just want to give you some other ones that I like in here. Other than the Gabe Davis over on receiving yards for the regular guy, I also like the over on his longest reception. I feel like the guy doesn't catch anything that's under 15 yards. I think it's like 18.5. Obviously I'm going to take the over on longest reception for Gabe Davis and some of the other bets. There's a guy in here we've been hearing on this channel a little bit. I was a week early to the party. I foresaw that increased workload for Javonte Williams, and I don't see any reason why that should change. He got over 20-something carries against Kansas City. He was able to hit his over. If this game stays relatively close, I think Denver really wants to commit to Javonte Williams. We've seen that these last couple of weeks. The only concern would be if Buffalo starts quick and pulls away, then you might not see a commitment to the run. But if Denver can even keep it remotely close, and they've been keeping these games close recently. You think about some of their weather. They beat Kansas City recently. And I kind of like them to keep it relatively close. I don't even want to pick a winner for this game, to be honest with you. I don't mind Buffalo at all, picking them just to win. I do like their ability to bounce back. But I'm going to take the over once again on rushing attempts and rushing yards for Javonte Williams. That's going to be contingent on them staying close in this game. So if you think it stays within 10 points, then I like this one. Then I saw a Weasley one in there. Remember earlier in the year, I'm like, why can I not find the Jalen McLaughlin receiving yards? They were keeping it off the board. Well, now it's on the board. And my gosh, is that a low number? In the single digits, he's one of these, like they compare him to Alvin Kamara. I know he's not Alvin Kamara. I'm talking about as a complementary role in the offense and using him in specific situations. I think the over like 9.5 or whatever they have for him is a borderline slam dunk. I almost would give that one to the regular guy. But since McLaughlin's not a regular player, you know, Your average 9 to 5 NFL fan's not going to know who he is. We're not going to give that to the regular guy, but you guys will give that too. And we'll use some of these picks and we'll cook up a same game parlay. Oh, all right. We're going Gabe Davis 75 plus. The numbers that they're giving us are absolutely absurd. I'm going to take the 25 plus for McLaughlin, because if they do happen to trail in this game, you're going to see him get slightly more snaps, because although Javonte Williams is catching some passes and whatnot, he's not one of those scat backs who's going to take many screens and take it 40 yards. But McLaughlin has that ability. So you take those two and put them together, you're in the plus thousands. And I always ask myself when I'm putting in a big plus money same game parlay, does that just look crazy? And this does not look crazy at all. We've seen Davis hit over 75 multiple times, including just a few short weeks ago for all you people. And then McLaughlin, just go watch some of his highlights. He has the ability. That is going to veer a little bit on them having to, trail by like 10 plus points. But that's why I'm also sprinkling in the Javonte Williams 25 plus receiving. So I'm doing two same game parlays. One, Gabe Davis 75 plus with McLaughlin 25 plus receiving, then the same exact thing with McLaughlin replaced with Javonte Williams. You can do both of those on Caesars for plus thousands, plus 2,000, plus 3,000, and it's going to be risk-free on Caesars. What do you mean? How can that possibly be risk-free? Because that's the promotion they got going on. Your first bet is going to be risk-free on Caesars up to $1,000 as long as you're a new user over there. And obviously you got to be over 21 and located in a state that has Caesars and sports betting is permitted. But if you or anybody you know has a gambling problem, make sure you call 1-800-GAMBLER. And to access that promotion, you just got to go down below. You can find it in the link in the description of this video. Click that, it will take you to Caesars, and you can take advantage of that promotion. So that is what I have for you. I know you're probably wondering, what about Kincaid? They've raised the total. I like to take advantage of low totals, which I can foresee going way over. They've raised it on Kincaid, deservedly so. Kincaid has played great both of these last 2 weeks in these breakouts that he's had. And now, since they got him in the 50s and whatnot, I'm not willing to take him for these absurdly high numbers. That's why, by the way, I know Diggs can go off any single game, almost every game. But when you list a guy, his receiving total in the 80s and 90s, the Pirates can't do anything with that. What are you going to take him to get 150 yards? No, thank you. Not for me. I'm looking for guys who are under the radar, who can take all totals and smack some money. I mean, I only do that because these are bloodthirsty. All you people watching this video, except for the regular guy, you're bloodthirsty vampires. Just know I give those to you because that's what you want. When I hit straight bets, do I see any notifications or anything like that? When I hit one of these bloodhound parlay pirate bets, all you guys come out of there with, aye. So that's what I'm trying to do for you. And that is what I have for you on this Monday night. Good luck to you. Better luck to me. Make sure you're subscribed here to the Odd Shopper channel. If you're not already, I don't know what you're doing. If you're not, just do it. Just do it. Come follow me on social media. It's at Andy Francis, just like you see on your screen. All right. I'll be back with you guys before Thursday Night Football. And obviously, we have the NHL videos as well for you to enjoy. I will talk to you later.